Good morning, everyone. It's another awesome time to be on the live stream, basically showing how it's done, how I do my, trading, and how you can also, begin to do yours so that you can become profitable, more profitable, you know, whatever it is you desire. Honestly, I see a lot of possibility in here. I see a lot of possibility. I see how all your financial dreams and goals can get fulfilled if you decide to, take some time out to master Forex, as it were. I've never seen a more profitable venture, that you could do online than trading. I'll be very fair. So, we're picking up from where we left off last week, and last week we established a lot of things. We talked about market structures. We showed how to use that to take some trades. We showed how to understand price action. Um, we showed also how to interpret candles when they are formed. What candles infer when you see candlesticks, how to understand the message they are trying to pass across, how they are formed. I think we talked a lot around all of that. But amazingly today, we would be going a step further. We'll be going a step further, trying to still see, okay, how am I going to look at the chart over again for the day, for the week? What are the opportunities like? How do we maximize them? How can you be profitable? Yeah, so don't hesitate to let me know if you have questions. If you got questions, keep sharing them. I'd love to see your questions. I'd love to provide answers and directions where necessary. And then, all right. So I took a very early trade this morning on Euro JPY. So I'm going to be starting my analysis right from there. I took an early Euro JPY sell this morning. It's going to be a short trade, no doubt. All right. I'm presently up about 10 pips thereabout. So I'm going to kick off with that this very morning, just trying to show why did I pick the trade, what is my expectation, where am I taking the trade to, and all of that would be shared just in a moment, okay? All of that will be shared in a moment. So with me this morning, just to ensure that we have a more, another person's idea in all of the things we'll be doing this morning, just to more like keep bringing it home in a more interesting way, so you get to also see that I'm not the only one who can do this. And anybody who understands the strategy can really come up with something, and then keep growing. You can grow your craft once you get it started. So I have Bola here. Bola, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be on this live stream. I
Can you
could
speak
have.
up? I can
Can
barely
you
hear.
hear me?
Yeah, just
All
speak
right.
up. Push
So
your voice well.
all right. So I said I'm so excited to be on this live stream. At this point in time, I could actually have joined since last week, but I had some exams I had to, complete. But right now I'm free, so we have all the time in the world to spend with ourselves.
Oh, nice. Awesome. 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 So yeah, without much ado, I'll go first with Euro JPY, right? What I'm seeing right now. Then I'll leave GBP JPY to you. I know you trade that more often. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Like I said, this is where we ended the trade last week. Always understand, I usually would not trade on Mondays except for Mondays after NFP, because I believe that on NFP days the volatility is usually quite low, and then people don't really get to more like round off their trades and all of those things. So Monday morning or from Sunday night Nigerian time, that's from 10 p.m., the market gets an unusual kind of volume for a Monday. Most times it happens that way. So what's going to be my expectation if I want to take trades, if I want to look at the market? First, come back to the daily time frame, and obviously you can see, if you look at this on the daily time frame, the upward trend that we are having is still very much in place. We still have, the structure is yet to change to a downtrend. By this, look at this. This is the last level. Let me use this. This is the last level. So we can only expect that, okay, price has done this once at this zone, broken above, then this retest of that level, then here, maybe price will come back here. This is one likely expectation. Or price can actually take a turn from where it is now. That's from this level, maybe at the week here or somewhere around there, then keep pushing back to the upside. So this is how I would be looking at the market. Okay, this is how I would personally be looking at the market today. Then let me do my markup. Where do I begin to expect, okay, a change in structure and then start hoping for a sell? Is only when this condition happens. I start hoping for a strong sell, like, after this break here, a retest, and then the push down. This is where I start, going all out, expecting a massive sellout, excuse me. But why that is yet to happen, what did I see and why did I take a short sell trade? I think I'm expecting just about 20 pips. It's a high risk kind of trade. That's not the kind of trade I call out to people. I just want to take it personally for certain reasons. It's high risk, no doubt, but I looked at the reward to the risk ratio is 1:1, and I looked at the risk level I was taking. I'm using about, let me say, about 1/3 of my usual kind of lot size. Is what I'm using on the particular trade. So let me get into it in no time. Having said this, so this is what I see here based off this time frame. And then I did this, switch down to H4 as usual. Then on H4, I started looking out for the minor zones. They are quite minor zones, just trying to see the awaiting opportunities. So I picked this level. I picked this level this way, right? And then I had an expectation for this point, this region. I just, my bias is that I'm expecting price to come and retest this level. Possibly it might retest all the way down to this point. It might retest all the way down to this point, but I don't want to take, I don't want to stay in hope for a very long time. So this is my expectation, and already I should quickly move my stop loss into break even, just to ensure that I don't get to lose anymore on this trade. I'll do that in a jiffy, but let me take a screenshot of where price is and everything. I'll post it. Let me put it where everyone can see. For those in the Pips Mastery Academy, you should be able to see what I just dropped on the WhatsApp room. For those who are not there yet, let me see what to do so I can show you guys. So this is what it looks like. Can you see this? I'm taking a very, just one lot risk on this particular trade. I placed my stop loss, at 124.839, my TP at 124.515, then my entry was 124.713. All right, so let me quickly show you why I did all of that. Like I said, I'm expecting that price should retrace back to this point at the least. This is a good reversal pattern, right? It's a bearish candle, but a very good reversal pattern showing that it seems that buyers are still in town, right? Showing that buyers are in town. But look at the candle that followed. This showed a rejection also that, sellers want to have a time. And then at the close of this particular candle, have a time. Then the next candle, indecision. So I just felt. Then I went down to this time frame, the 30 minutes time frame, to look out for a possible entry. And then at the close of this particular candle, then the retracement was where I took the sell, right? So I took the sell. It's just going to be a very short trade. As I speak now, let me put my stop loss into entry because it's a high risk kind of trade. You don't want to expect yourself to get so hooked. So if you check out my stop loss is just somewhere here. It's about, I think about 10 pips thereabout, and then the profit, I put that somewhere here, 124.5 something. That's just on this zone. 124.519 is where I placed my take profit for. All right. So I think this would obviously answer the question of can I take a scalp in the opposite direction while my major expectation is maybe your major expectation is a buy, but then you quickly spot a short-term sell opportunity. Can I take such trades? Yes, you can. The most important thing at the end of the day will still be how you manage your risk. Okay. So for me now, this trade is already in break even, and I'm not really going to be bothered with any way the trade decides to go now, because I'm not going to be losing a kobo or a dime. The risk had already been taken at the point of initiating the trade. Okay, so overall, that's just how I look at Euro JPY this morning. I'm still very bullish here. I'm going to watch out for price action at these zones because based on what I see on H4, look at this, all this, but every of the bullish pattern keep getting rejected. Maybe the bullish pressure, excuse me. It seems like the bullish pressure is not much enough, it's not as much as should be taking price to where price actually ought to get to yet. But since we're trading based on market structure, our expectation is still for an uptrend. Any other thing we're doing, while we're expecting the uptrend to happen, it's just going to be a short-term kind of trade. So that's it. And then I don't know if that's clear to anyone. Is that clear to you? Is that clear? Who got that clearly? If you got that clearly. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm not getting any feedback. Yeah, who's there? Yeah. Do we always look out for what happens to the market structure on a higher time frame before taking trade decisions? Yes, yes, yes. You need to be all at every point in time. You need to be aware of what's happening on the higher time frame. Yes, you need to always be aware. Now, sometimes you are aware of what's happening on the higher time frame, you know, but you may still find, some very little scalp opportunities on the lower time frame. But why I feel you need some level of skill and discipline to be able to just trade on the lower time frame alone is that sometimes the opportunity on the lower time frame is just showing you 10 pips, 20 pips, 14 pips, right? Just very minimal pips. But some traders get to that expectation on the lower time frame, because the higher the time frame, the more pips, your trade potentials, right? For every trade you're trying to catch. So sometimes I see people who, all right, so you are expecting maybe 10 pips, 20 pips based on the time frame on which you analyzed and the opportunity that is presented on that particular time frame. But you just get lost and carried away in the fact that, oh, you want to make more, it's still going to go in my direction. You get the point. So except you're able to put that in a proper check, except you're able to properly check, those kind of mindset, like the greed level, your expectations. If you're trading based on a lower time frame, obviously you should have a very low kind of expectation too. You shouldn't be expecting to catch so much pips when you're trading on the lower time frame. Okay. So I think that's that. So while we're waiting for Bolan, let me quickly kick off on GBP JPY and start showing what I'm seeing today. And this is looking very neat right on this time frame. Let me just go look out for the overall story from the higher one. This guy here is yet to break. Is yet to break this level from the previous high, is yet to be broken. Or someone is asking, how do you draw the rectangular band? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to, there's a video on this particular channel of mine on how to use TradingView, okay? On how to use TradingView. So let me see if I can get the link, or just search on my channel how to use TradingView. There's a video right here on how to use TradingView. So that's going to just be straightforward. It's going to help you be able to get that done. Okay. That's going to help you get that done. So, all right. So, Bella, you're back.
All right, yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Loud, loud.
All right. So I would love to share my screen. I have a setup for the swing traders. Yeah. So can I share my screen?
Go ahead.
So what I can see here is host disabled participants screen sharing. Can you enable that?
All right. Try now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's loading.
All
Awesome. Perfect now.
right. So this is what I have here. I've actually not taken a single trade, for the past 2 weeks. So this is the first time I'm entering the market, and I actually saw, everything DJ did last week. It was really, 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 really massive, right? So looking at the overall trend of, the markets, we are on an upward trend, right? How do I mean that we are on an upward trend? We could see the way the market is moving, right? This is a daily time frame. This is a daily time frame. So let's take into consideration that, okay, let's assume that this is where we want to study the market from. Before I go ahead, all of the things I'm going to say here is just more like a copy and paste of everything I learned from Mr. Toby. So none of this is my own. As a matter of fact, I'm only plagiarizing, all the things he has taught me over time and all of that. So let's take, for example, from this horizontal line is where we want to assume, we want to basically put our major focus on, right? So we could see that the market started from this point. The market started from this point around there, right? And we had this, upward movement. But what happened when the market got to this very zone? Let me make the vertical line bigger. What happened when the market got here? It bounced back. It bounced back. So we could take this point for our resistance. Uh, we could take that point for our resistance. I'll put something there for indication. Okay. So we could take this point as our resistance. And if we look back, if we look way, 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 way back, that same point, price has actually rejected it for a couple of times, right? Over here, price actually rejected it. This was trying to come down, right? But this major zone held it back up. And we actually had this consolidation, for a period of days or weeks, because this is a daily time frame. We had this consolidation for a while, right? And now we are now back to that zone 139.06. 139 region is a very, 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 very strong resistance zone. So if price does not break this zone, we might not be going any further, up. And that's for the swing traders. Swing traders are people that want to catch 100 pips, want to catch 200 pips, want to catch 500 pips, within probably a week or two and all of that. But as a swing trader, you could still be able to catch 10 pips, catch 20 pips, catch 30 pips and all of that. Even though we are around a resistance zone. But with what I'm seeing here, with the momentum building up and all of that, I strongly believe that GJ would break this 139 resistance. Now, what do you do? What should your expectation be? For me, as a swing, if I'm a swing trader and I'm to expect anything from this market, my expectation would be to just wait and see what the market will do first. Because what you don't want to do is to act before the market moves, right? So it taught me that there are two different type of traders. We have the directional traders and we have the prophetic traders, right? Prophetic traders are people that actually predict where the market is going. They predict that, okay, the market is going up. GBP JPY is going to get to 147. GBP JPY is going to get to 144. GBP JPY is going to go to 140. I don't know if GBP JPY is going to get there. I don't know when GBP JPY is going to get there. right? So I don't have any business taking a trade right now. I don't have any business predicting where the market is going to. So what I have to do is to just wait for my ideal setup to play out before I click the button, before I pull the trigger. This market is still going to be around tomorrow. It's still going to be around next week. It's going to be around in the next 100 years. So I don't have any business, rushing into a trade, taking quantity trades instead of quality trades. On the other hand, we have directional traders, and these directional traders are people that actually wait for the market to move. Then we follow the trend. We follow the trend. We follow the trend. You don't have any business, predicting where the market is going to. All you have to do is just to, follow the trend. Let the market move and follow it to wherever it is going to. So my setup, my swing trading setup for this is that, looking left for GJ, we can see a bit of consolidation around here, and we are actually moving towards that consolidation zone now. Around here, hold on. This is a consolidation zone, and we can't neglect that. Do you understand? We can't neglect this consolidation zone. It is very, 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 very crucial. It is very, very, very crucial, because you could see that the market actually was in this zone for how many days? It started from it started from 15th of October, right? And the market did not break that point till give me a second. It didn't break that point till 26th of November. That was like a month plus. That's like a month plus. So the market was ranging between 139 to 140, 139.06 to 140.85 for a whole month, more than a month, safe. More than a month. That's like a month and I think 12 or 13 days and thereabout. So we can't neglect this zone. It is very, 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 very crucial. So before I can go all in for this kind of trade, I would actually wait for price to break above 140. I'll wait for, even though I'm still very much bullish on this particular trade, but I will wait for price to break above 140.85 and retest. The retest is also very, 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 very important. It might give us a fake out. It might break out of 140 and still come back into the zone. But if we have a breakout of 140 and we have a retest of 140.85, right, then we can be certain that we'll get to 144 and 147. By the way, I will send this setup into our Pips mastery group, so that we can just keep tabs on this particular trade, because this is about 700 pips potential trade. We don't want to miss that kind of that kind of juice. So this is my only setup for the day, and if I have any other scalping setup before the end of the stream, I'll go ahead and share it with every one of us. Thank you very much, Dr.
Oh, nice one, nice one. Thank you very much, Bolan. Thank you. This is absolutely very, 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 very insightful, and truly, zones you spotted out are quite, they're on point, they're on point. All right. So just a second, guys. Okay. So, Bolan, I think you need to give me back the host, right, so that I can be able to share my own screen.
All right, I'll do that now. Done. You're now host. I've done that already. You're the host
Yeah,
now.
I've seen.
Right.
Okay, so for me as a person now, looking at what Balawan has shared on GBP JPY, and then I'm going to have short-term expectations. Okay, I'm going to have short-term expectations. I won't be trading this pair aggressively, looking at the fact that it has a very strong milestone to break. If you look further to the left. So let me go down to H4. Since as a scalper, most likely you're only trying to look out for very, very not so wide opportunities. You're looking for your 40, 50 pips. So I'll do this. So I can mark this up. And it's obvious price is showing a lot of can I call them bullish price actions. Look at this level, at this level, look at this level, this particular candle, this one. Yeah, so if you want to trade this pair, your expectation could be that when price comes back to this zone and then it creates some bearish momentum, you can look for a way to do a short sell, expecting that price will come here. Because as a matter of fact, it's already creating another consolidation over here. This is a clear consolidation on H4 time frame. Price has not created a significantly new low, neither has it created a new high. It's just ranging within a particular level. All right, so let's look away from this now. Let's look out for if we can find markets that have that have a very good push. Let's check out Euro USD, or anybody on the stream you can suggest a pair for us to look at. If you have a pair you want us to look at, quickly do that now. Be it on YouTube, be it on anywhere, any of the platforms. All right, someone is asking, how do I join Pips Mastery Academy? You can send me a mail or send me a private chat on WhatsApp to do that. Or if you check out on any of the previous streams, there's a link in the description. Even also on this one, there's a link in the description that takes you to how to join the Pips Mastery Academy. All right. So anybody, what pair do you want us to analyze? What pair do you want us to look at? While we're waiting, let me see what Euro USD is looking like. Okay, so while I open Euro USD, I also want us to analyze Bitcoin and see what BTC USD is looking like. I saw one of my Facebook posts, recently, where I was encouraging people to buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at $3,000. All I did was just laugh, like, yeah. And as of yesterday when I checked, Bitcoin was around 10,000 thereabout.
We smashed 12K this morning.
Smashed 12K this morning. Yeah. Awesome.
Actually, my expectation is that I think my TP1 was 11,005. TP2 is around 13,008. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to get to 13,008 within this week or next week.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
still very,
Awesome.
very much bullish. Very much bullish, man.
Price might be heading back to 20K SEF.
Yeah, I want that.
Awesome. So Euro USD, let's look at very similar price action to Euro JPY. Very similar. In fact, this is more bullish than Euro JPY. Nice. I'm just going to do this analysis. My expectation for price should be somewhere here. This should be my expectation for price. Oh, that's quite. That's potentially like 400 pips, you know. But let's do the breakdown so we see. All right, so on H4, it looks more like it now. So someone asked, where do I take trades? You take all Forex trades are taken on MetaTrader 4, okay? So you can download MetaTrader 4, right? Get a broker, you know, that can help you. You know, when I tell people, when you're trying to choose a broker that sees the market from the perspective of a trader, okay? You should have a trader that obviously gives you some hedge as a trader, you know, and I've always given out my recommendations, which is the same broker that I use, either HFX or Cut 4X, all right? So I basically use only Cut 4, right? I think Bolan uses HFX, you know, more than Cut 4. You can always make a choice, you know, no hard and fast rule about that. They have their own, you know, advantages here and there. If you're looking for a broker that can help you, you just want to deposit Naira directly and then, you know, you go straight up trading, you know, without having the complexities of currencies. You can use HFX. That's odd Forex, you know. A link to that is right there on the description. If you can't find it at the end of this stream, I'll also add it back to the description section. Then what else? Yeah, I think that's it for now about broker. So this is obviously my expectation here. Price could come back here, you know, fine, it should be fine. And then let me see this. Let me see. It seems there's a minor zone here. Let's go to each one to look for that. Seems I'm seeing a minor zone. Okay, good. I'm seeing a minus zone here, but let me mark it up this way. I'll choose to mark it up this way. And I'll explain why. You can drag it way back and you see how relevant this would be. What do you think, Bolan?
Yeah. Um,
If you drag it all the way back, you see how relevant that zone is, right? Yeah, you can see. Yeah, it acted, yeah, from all the way here. You can see how price reacted to that level. So I don't like to confuse myself. So let me just focus on the last section, but having in mind that yes, it's a very good zone from the past. So one of the things you can expect to do, if you are very aggressive, you can start looking out for buys here. Based on how this candles closed. If you're aggressive, you can start looking out for buys here. But I wouldn't want to do that. I could start my buy from, as if I was trading this pair, I could either wait for price to come back here, yeah, to this level. Then when I see a clear bullish pattern here, I can initiate my buys, right? And expecting that price keeps breaking back to the upside, because the bullish pressure here is quite very, very strong. The bullish pressure here is very, very strong, very, very strong, right? And that should take price to this point. The potential would be what? I think we've not talked about lot size and the price implication. Maybe we'll just, okay, it's about 150 pips. So if you are trading with maybe 0.1 lot size, that's $1 per pip. This is about $150 potential for you on this trade if you're able to catch it. And then what's the loss going to be looking like? Obviously, if you take an entry from around here, let's say you take an entry from around here, your stop loss will definitely be at the bottom of the zone. Let me see what that looks like in real time. So on the assumption that we get price comes back to this level, and then you have, okay, so it's about 40 pips. Definitely that's quite wide. I'm not going to be taking this kind of trade. I'm not going to be taking a 40 pips stop loss trade. No. No matter what the profit potential looks like, I am not going to be comfortable taking a 40 pips. Some other persons might be comfortable taking that. If you're trading with maybe 0.01 lot size, that's just about $4 if you get to lose the trade. So it might still be a good ride for you. So over to BTC USD. As to Bitcoin, I don't know why I still approach Bitcoin with some level of I'll be very honest, like it's not one of the pairs I really want to trade on MT4. I prefer to buy Bitcoin and hold it. I prefer to buy Bitcoin and keep Bitcoins in my wallet. I think I love that. But trying to trade Bitcoin, leverage trading, man, I consider it a very high risk, just like gold.
do you know what I discovered?
Yeah.
I figured out that they've actually watered down the risk on Bitcoin, in the sense that a pair like GJ or EJ and the likes of them are now even more volatile than Bitcoin. So this is what I mean. I was trading. I traded Bitcoin like last 2 weeks thereabout. I was taking a long position, right? And Bitcoin actually moved like, let's say, 2%, and the effect on my account was not even up to 10 pips. It wasn't even up to 10 pips. So they've really kind of like watered down the volatility, in Bitcoin on Metaphor. So the risk level will not still be like as much as it was meant to be. I think they watered it down by probably 100 ratio 1 or 1,000 ratio 1. I don't know, but they did a very great job, with that. Hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you. You are muted.
All right. Okay. So sorry about that. So what you're saying is that for an example here, what I marked out is about 151,453 pips.
Yes.
So in the real sense,
So
might be
now,
about
maybe about
151
50
pips.
pips. 15.
15?
15 or 151. One of the two. I don't know.
Ah,
Yeah, so it's been really more like watered down a lot.
okay.
Yeah. I think that makes some sense.
But then it's better to just buy and keep,
And keep, honestly. I think the minimum lot is 0.1.
0.1.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the spread is wide. Very wide, man.
Man, you don't want to be margin trading Bitcoin, honestly. Some people do that on BitMEX, but
Yes. Even Binance now.
even Binance now,
Yeah.
okay. Man, I don't consider it a wise way to leverage trade. Better still just create a wallet, maybe a blockchain wallet, blockchain.com, create a wallet, and you're good. So we're almost wrapping up for the day, almost wrapping up for the day. It's been an amazing session today. This is the beginning for the week. And then, okay, James Dami said, yeah, but he's right. Oh, nice. All right. So, Wally, do you have your passing notes for the day?
Yeah, I've sent the link, for this particular bias I had. I've sent it to you on Telegram. Is there a way you can let me send it to everyone?
Okay.
I just sent it to you on Telegram, so
Hold
everybody
on a
can have
second.
it as more like a guideline going, into the future. We have about 700 pips to actually catch, and GJ is very crazy.
Yeah.
I saw some DJ actually moved like 800 pips. There was a time, I think in 2010 thereabout, DJ moved like 800 pips within 15 minutes.
What?
I'm telling you, that could have made someone a fortune, or probably sent someone back to the village.
Yeah, if you didn't have your stop loss, or
Yeah,
if you didn't
you
protect
get
your
it.
trade.
So 700 pips for DJ is not smalls. It's something we could do within a week and all that. So
Yeah, sure.
waiting for a week and all of that to catch 700 pips, I think is super worth it.
Is worth it. Is worth it. Is worth
Yeah.
it. Is worth it. Because irrespective of, I'm here to get that message on Telegram, by the way.
That's delivered.
So irrespective of the lot size you're going with, even if you go in with the lowest lot size, which is 0.01,
I say like
and you have
$70.
700 pips, that I think that's about $70.
$70, yeah.
And then if you go by 0.1 lot size, you have about $700. I think this makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Then if you go, depends on the size of your account. If you go standard lots, That's massive money.
Lambo money.
That's massive money, you know. Yeah, yeah, I'm waiting for the link so we can call it a day on the live stream for today, and then
Okay,
get
let me
ready.
send it on the let me send it on the Zoom then.
Send it WhatsApp, send it anywhere, I will catch it.
I've sent it to the Zoom chatbot. Have you gotten it?
I think so. Hold on a
Okay.
second. Okay. All right, so I'll be sharing it. I'll share it. All right, everyone. It's nice having you guys, join us on the stream this morning. Like I've been saying, this purpose of this stream is to ensure that everyone can actually get for free the ultimate knowledge to become a profitable trader, right? It's not as complex as you've always thought, Forex is, except you, maybe depending on your present knowledge and experience, if you would want to get it faster, no doubt you might need to submit yourself to a level of mentorship, which we have one in existence, helping people understand Forex and all that. So if you want to be a part of that, the link will be dropped in the description, like it's always been in all of the live streams we've been doing so far. The link has always been dropped. Yes, also you can get my book. I have an awesome book, The 7 Secrets to Becoming a Profitable Forex Trader. Okay. I wrote this book, just to ensure that people can have the knowledge of Forex in a very simplified format. Okay. The major problem people have when it comes to Forex trading is that it's too complex. It's too complex. So I wrote it in, very easy to comprehend kind of language. Okay. So irrespective of your background, I've had people, in several walks of life read this book and then be able to understand it. So that's the purpose. That's why we keep doing what we do, just to ensure that we bring Forex home to you in a way you can actually relate with, and make the most of. Yes. So tomorrow we'll continue with the live stream. I said it before and I'll say it again. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel of mine, it's going to be a day-to-day thing, like every day, showing you the trades I'm taking, showing you the trades I'm about to take, showing you what we're looking out for on the market, so you too can become profitable. If you are very, very interested in seeing the vision come to pass, do share this link, share the channel with your friends, ensure people get to subscribe, share the videos, share everything possible. If you have special ways you feel we can get to achieve this faster, you can always reach out to me. You can send me a mail, reach out to me on WhatsApp, anywhere possible. All those informations are always dropped, in the description box. There are ways in which you can always catch up with me. All right. If you can also drop your contact, I will reach out to you if you have something very valuable that we can do together. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much, everyone, for
Yeah,
staying
see you
by.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thank you, Goli,
Bye.
for showing up.
Okay,
See
welcome.
you tomorrow.